little loves, how are you this morning? It's a Friday morning and the sun is shining, so that's a good start to the day. I'm doing another reading. I'm sorry I'm in my dressing gown, but I've not long woke up and I do have work this afternoon, so I am squeezing this in because I feel it is important to give to you, collective out there. And this is one's, this is a reading for us all on our own spiritual journey. I feel that things are shifting, and there's a lot of dark stuff that's going on in the world. And it's not just dark stuff on the outside of us, but dark stuff that's within. There's been some massive shifts for everyone, and I think a lot of people may be struggling with mental health or with challenges that sometimes feel like are spiraling out of control. Now, things happen for a reason, and I feel we're being pushed and pushed, but I feel that this is a shift on how resilient we are as spiritual beings, how strong we are as spiritual beings. And I feel that we have been experimented on so much that a lot of people are now starting to snap. But it's just a test. That's all it is. It's just a test on your strength, on your heart, because your heart is the biggest vibrational manifesting power that you have. And you need to keep that open. Do not close it off. Do not close it off to the world. Keep it open. Because you start closing it off, then the blocks will stay in place. Everybody's doing some karma, and they've done that karma and they've broke them chains, or they've changed generational curses that have been going on in their bloodline, and it's all mentally bearing and knackering emotionally and physically. I know this to be true because I've been through some similar stuff myself, but this is all happening for a reason, because I feel that things are going to change in our favour. We just got to go through the chaos to get to the good bit. And if you can stand strong, which I know that we all can, and we stay true to who we are and keep our heart open and keep manifesting the good things that we want to have in our life, then things will change for the better. And that's also on a humanitarian basis, because what's happening outside of us isn't great. I mean, the bans on different things, including animals, and our freedom is being plugged at. Our human rights are being plugged at. We can't get, appointments from doctors. We have to do everything online. You may not even get seen. Things are starting to shift in that chaotic way for a reason. I feel is to show how strong and resilient we are as a human collective, a human race. But you have to take accountability for yourself and figure how we can survive for ourselves. Now, all this pharmaceutical stuff isn't good for you anyway. I know some people need it, like for cancer and stuff like that, but it does make you think, have they already found a cure? But they just, they need to keep plugging money at it. But that's just a conspiracy. You just don't know. But I feel that it's just to show how strong and resilient and compassionate and understanding we are for others and for ourselves, and take accountability for ourselves, and to stand in our power and claim our independence back. So if you look at it, the polarity of it, I feel this is why this is happening to such an extent. And there's lots of people who've got their comments on it which are valued, and their opinions which are valued, but I do feel that this is all happening and orchestrated for a reason. And the reasons are for us to take accountability for ourselves. And this is what we've always wanted, to take accountability for ourselves, to have our freedom and claim our independence and be our true selves, because we are capable of so much. And that is the reason why we've been experimented on so much, in a social aspect, in a pharmaceutical aspect, online aspect, and within social situation aspect, the government, everything. It's all starting to break open now, and people are starting to wake up to it and starting to make them choices to be accountable for themselves, because I feel this is what that big shift is, for us to stand and do that. And I feel this is why part of my oracle affirmations, to help people manifest what it is that they truly want to do, and what their purpose is, their soul purpose is, their soul path, and what they want to bring out into the world, that maybe they left behind to do a job because they had, that fear factor of not being able to survive. Because we all do. I mean, I work, I have to work, otherwise I can't pay my bills. But, to try and speak your truth and do the things that you want to do, whether it's creating a business, creating, something beautiful to present to the world, making something for yourself, your legacy, and be able to be that independent, sovereign self, and not rely on a system that's failed us massively. And we all know this, and we all have our different opinions on it, but it all amounts to the same thing. I've heard so many stories on the outside and online and within myself, with my own experiences. So I feel that I needed to say this, because I feel Spirit wants me to say this as well. This is why I sat with it a bit, because it is nerve-wracking. You do wonder, what people are going to think, and you do feel, am I going to get judged for this, and all the rest of it. But I've got past that, and I don't care anymore. I don't care. If I can do something to bring someone some light, and they're going to step out and do what they've always wanted to do, and be who they are, and speak their own truth, to help humanity thrive, then I'm doing what I'm supposed to do, because that's what I've chose to do. That's my purpose in life, you know. And it's not easy, because I've had to face my own dark shadows. I've had to go through some traumatic challenges, and you know, some of them have been really hard, and I've had to cut loose on some family members and that weren't serving me well, that weren't serving my mental health well, and pulling me down, and people in my life as well, and people I've lost. I've lost friends and stuff like that. So, you know, it's not an easy road to be on, but it has its beautiful moments as well, knowing that I am shining my light, and knowing I'm speaking my truth, and trying to build something for myself so I can stand on my own 2 feet without relying on a system that has hurt so many people, including myself. You know, it's hurt so many people, let so many people down. And we are massively misunderstood as well. We're called crazy and got our head in the clouds, and we talk shit and stuff, you know, which sometimes it can grate on your mental health. But then I came to an understanding that they just don't understand on that aspect of things, because they see things in a different way. So it took me a lot to peel back the veil and see it in a compassionate, understanding way, with unconditional love, because everybody's got their own light, everybody's got their thing, and everybody's got their thing to bring to the table. And if we all actually saw that and claimed that independence, we would realize that we don't need this system. We don't need it. We can do this on our own. You know, we don't need to be governed by someone that's sucking the life out of us, making us mentally sick and depressed, and causing so many problems for so many families that are struggling with children and stuff like that. So, you know, it can be a very sore point. Because people have got their opinions, and I value that. You know, I do value us as a whole. But if I can do something to, you know, bring something out in someone to go on that spiritual journey and find themselves and what they're really meant and what they're really capable of, then, you know, I'm doing my job. So here it goes, another reading. I don't really do star sign readings. I have done, and I know that's not what I'm about. I'm here to help people grow on a spiritual level, and you know, I'm not a scientist, I'm not a psychologist, I'm not a mental health social worker and stuff like that. I'm going through this through my own awakening stages of my spirituality, and I'm still growing, and you know, I still get triggered. I am human at the end of the day, but I know that this tool of mine works, and with my own knowledge and my own understanding of things, you know, so I will do my best to help people in that way. So I hope you do appreciate what I'm trying to give, and if you don't, that's fine as well. You know, I get it, but I think this is a huge shift that we are going through right now, and this is as chaotic as it is, but it's beautiful at the same time. If you can just fly up in the sky and actually see. I think that this is for a good reason, not a bad reason. It might feel like it right now, but it's just to show you how resilient and how determined that you are to claim that power that was always yours, but has been numbed down massively, because I feel that we are capable of so much more. If you just think about it and why we are, you know, massively pushed and pushed. Why? You have to think why. What is the reason? And, you know, I think you'll be shocked at what you find. Just do the research. I'm not asking you, you know, to listen to everything I say and take it as gospel, because you'd be crazy. Find out for yourself. It's an amazing journey, you know. Find out for yourself. But anyway, I'm going to do some unicorn oracle cards, and to help you see some things clearer for your higher self. And here goes. The first one is strength. This challenge will make you stronger. You will get through to the other side. Look for the gifts in this situation. Because sometimes when you feel like you're in the dark and there's no way out, that's not true. You're in that dark for a reason, so that you can have that experience, because there is a lesson in it that you're meant to learn. And then from that lesson, there is a gift for you to possess. And you use that gift to your advantage to help you and help others. So, you know, there's a reason for the darkness, because once you've faced the darkness, there's the light from out of the darkness. And you can step into that, and that's when the miracles happen, because you've stand strong and you are resilient and you've fought and you've done this with compassion and understanding for yourself and others. You hate and close your heart off, then you're going to stay in that stuck place. It's not good. You start being bitter, you start hating, you start, you know, feeling the victim and feeling that the world is at me and people are at me, and, you know, putting yourself in that cage. You just stay in the dark, and I've been there. It's not cool. It's not a cool thing to be. But when you step out of that and learn the lessons that were in this challenge in the first place, then the light that you will attract when you come out of that is amazing. It's absolutely amazing. And the gifts that you will claim from that is also amazing. You know, that you can have for yourself, and them healthy boundaries that you have for yourself as well, so that you can go further and move forward in your life path. And you look back on it and thank that past self for getting you through, and give with gratitude and grace for that as well, because you had to go there for a reason. It's awful at times and you feel, am I ever going to get out of it? But you will, because you're strong and you have the power to get through anything. Okay? Look at where we all are now, you know, even though we've been through so much as individuals and as a collective, you know. So let's have a look and see what else is coming out for you. This one wanted to poke out, so I'm going to to take it. And it's innocent, innocence. Take time to play, nurture your inner child, live with a childlike sense of wonder. I know, because things can be so serious and we forget, you know, our childhood joys and, you know, that innocence that comes with it, and seeing life with new, fresh eyes, because we're so stuck in the darkness and thinking, are we ever going to get out of that? Am I ever going to, you know, make the money? You know, do I always have to struggle? And, you know, life can be so, sometimes, you know, I know, because there was a time when I had nothing, not even a bottle of shampoo to wash my hair. It was just hideous, you know, but you can come out of this and, you know, have play, be with family, enjoy what you do have fun with your friends, you know, go out in nature and see the beauty of it all. People don't, they're just, like, it's another tree, it's the sky, it's a star, seen it before, whatever. But you just look at where you are. Look at the beauty of everything that's around you. Even people, you know, and their individual expressions, how they express themselves, how they dress, and you know, all them animals, your pets, the butterflies, the tigers. I'm getting a bit emotional because people take these things for granted and they're beautiful, beautiful. Have you ever, I know people think I'm nuts, but have you ever hugged a tree? Have you ever sat next to a lake and just looked at it and thought, Jesus, you know, this is all here for you, you know? It's amazing. Mother Nature is the most amazing spiritual planet ever. And it's all here for a reason, to see the wonder in that and to see the wonder in ourselves, because we are all connected as one. The whole thing, we're connected to the planet, we're connected to each other. We've just been so divided with all our opinions and fights and war and pain and suffering. We need to step out of that, and I think this is what this shift is all about, so that we can claim what's ours again. We can claim our independence. We can claim our sovereign selves and take the power back of who we are as spiritual beings and live how we were supposed to live in the first place. And, you know, I hope this resonates with some of you. And I know I've been maybe ranting on and you're just going to scroll past, but I would really appreciate it if, you know, someone could speak out or say something, you know, 'cause I don't want to force feed my opinions on people, but I do feel that this is important, and I felt I had to get this out. So a heart would be nice, you know, a bit of love. So love you guys. Love you, my beautiful soul family. Bye.